think the assumption is, and this is something that I have to come to realize in my later stage in life. A lot of us have relatives. A lot of us do not have family. That can include the parental unit. Family to me is something that is earned. That's including parents, siblings, and everybody across the board. Or fortunately, if you have parents, whatever capacity, cool. They birthed you, they raised you, they did what they could. But I think we unfortunately give more credence to the fact that they're supposed to know better. Like you said, Willie, I think that that's foolish to assume that they should know better. I think you have to observe them and the choices they've made. You have to observe them and how they deal with each other as a parental unit, how they deal with conflict in their individual life, then to be able to give them that almost that position of like, okay, yeah, you know better because I've watched you execute based on your character. I think we unfortunately do it because we're children. We just assume maybe it's just me. They're Superman, Superwoman at a certain level. But then you start to understand when you get a little bit more information. Yo, they were just trying to figure it out a lot of times. They just people too. And they're not just giving family just because they have the same DNA, in my opinion.
So let me ask you this question. Why would you not hold your parents to a higher standard? Well, they're the ones that taught you how to treat people. They're the ones that taught you what respect was. It's almost like if you ask your teacher a question, you hold him to a higher standard if he doesn't know the answer. You're like, well, nigga, how you testing me when you don't know the answer yourself and you're the teacher? That's what I mean by holding them to a higher standard. I expect more from my parents because my parents told me not to fuck with people. They taught me not to disrespect people that I loved and cared about. So if you taught me that lesson and then you turn around and do that to me, again, ma'am, mom, dad, fuck both of y'all, if that's the case.
Well, I'll answer it like this. The word discernment. Some people, parents included, parrot what is good information. You can't necessarily think that because they echo something that they heard or they believe to be true, you got to watch if they executed it in their lives. If that character was existent in the way that they handled life, because like you're saying, they raised you, but did they really raise you? Did they give you good information? Because I know a lot of parents who gave great information, but did not execute that in their own individual life. And so at a certain point as adults, we have to sit there and be like, were they actually executing on what the lessons were? And then decipher from there.
And then also, I just want to say, and also like parents have a childhood as well. I'm not giving nobody an excuse, but I do understand some people are the way they are from their past and they can't shake it off. Like some of us can't shake it off. We could be like, oh yeah, this happened to me. I don't want that for myself. I don't want that for my life. I don't want that for my future kids. And you move that way. But there's some people that just can't. I don't know what's wrong with them. They can't do it. So you look at that too, and you be like, damn, well, my dad or my mom was abused mentally, physically, whatever the case is. And I could see why this is happening. And they need help. Some people just need help. So if we start Xing them out and we not helping them, I don't believe in it. I think at least trying to help them, right? It takes time. It ain't going to be overnight. You help the person that put you here, family or whatever, and see how that goes. If it don't go well, then I mean, I guess you could X them out. Like my family, my parents, they know they get on my bad side. I will cut them off. They know that, but not like forever. Like I'm gonna see them again. You get what I'm saying? I think Willie, I don't know if you're talking about like indefinitely. I ain't messing with you. Don't ever see me no more. Don't hit me up. Don't send me no mail. Don't email me nothing. Like I think. That's what it sounds like you're saying. That's kind of impossible to me. They still parents. You feel me? Like I don't know where you going with that.
It be some people that really, I work on the ugly side of life. I work in insurance. I work in the Medicare side. No, there are a few people out there who be like, don't even call me when they unalive. Leave them at the funeral home. They will be done. They're done. Like seriously, they have really gotten people they're people that be at the morgue because their family won't claim them. So, but me personally, I did do the whole cutting your mom off at one point. I did it probably for about 5, 6, 7 years. But luckily, thank God before she passed on, that we did, get on a great terms. The thing is, I know we all said it earlier is a few minutes ago is, I know you did, Lady Di, is the parents were children at one point too. Right. It's all about self accountability The parents themselves have to self accountability, but we also cannot expect for everything to be so corrected in our life. It's just not going to work, and this is why I say, age is what time is so undefeated. We think we have all the answers to life. We do not. We would never. We're never going to know. We think we can just point everything out, and then you got this setback, you got this. It's just going to keep coming. Even in my 50s, I'm like, well, dang, I know it's going to go through this. You do not know what life is going to deal you. You absolutely do not. And don't think your kids ain't going to come for you. It's going to be something that your kids going to say that you did not do. It's going to happen to you, because we are teaching based on the times that we're living in. And now that you're, like my kids are millennials, so they live in a different time and we'll have, increase in technology and other things. And, they always going to think it's something that you didn't do. It's going to happen to you. Trust me. I mean,
I believe you, lady. It's I'm a millennial too. Most of the so there's a thing called, like, I forget what's your generation called, lady?
I'm Gen X.
Gen X.
I'm not that old. Don't play me like that.
I wasn't even trying to be funny though. I literally
not play me like that.
No, because I thought my mom and dad
baby boomer.
Well, because I had all my kids young. I had all my kids younger, because most millennials are actually born to baby boomers. So that's true.
Oh, okay.
Because I had all my
kids. I know I wouldn't trip because I'm a millennial. I'm just up there.
I get it. Right. But no, all my kids are.
I wasn't being funny that time, I swear.
I had babies young. Yeah.
Right. Watch it, but you saw what happened last time somebody tried to call the old lady, man.
Yeah,
they ain't make it out of here.
Hey, we got to get more there, y'all. We got to
it's both turn. Y'all got to let my best friend talk. Everybody be quiet. Who's talking?
Oh my god. The way. Please don't have me laughing like that no more. Listen, okay. What we have to understand is in cutting off your parents. I don't disagree with it, depending on the level of abuse, manipulation, trauma, whatever. And I definitely don't disagree with it temporarily. But the most valuable thing that I learned about parents, being an adult, because not having understanding and empathy for your parents when you grow up, that's what I don't understand. You have to work through it. You have to understand who you are as an adult and how you're just trying to make it. You have to understand your traumas and how you're working through your traumas, what you've been through, and how you show up in your life amidst all of the things that you have been through, how you have affected people. And then that would help you work through all of the things that your parents have done to you. The most valuable thing I learned about my parents are their people. Period. You have to learn. You have to learn who they were, how they were raised, who was in their life, and what they've been through, because that will give you an understanding of the capacity that they had to raise children and why they passed off trauma to you. Because if you can understand their trauma, you can understand your trauma from them, and then you can learn how to heal through that. Hopefully you can open up a door where you can actually deal with them. I finally did have a short, very brief relationship with my dad, because I had to take care of him before he passed. He was a cool guy. I learned a lot about him after he passed. It still doesn't change what happened, but I saw value in him. I still saw that value. And I forgave him years before he passed. But the relationship took a while to progress. And it was really just because he needed a caretaker. And I was happy to do it. But we have to understand that cutting off your parents has to be temporary, because the more you learn about your parents, the more you accept who they were and how they were raised, the more you can learn about you and heal through everything that you've been through. That's the only way that you're going to move forward. because you have to understand the trauma that bred your trauma. So I'm on both sides. I'm like, yeah, you can cut them off in your younger years before you understand life for real. But when you really understand life, you really got to get to know your parents. That doesn't mean like, we cool, I love you, we're going to hang out every day. But you do have to develop some type of acceptance and tolerance for them, because you need to learn so you can be a better person.